Everyone. I'm going to start with some news and going over and analyzing some of these important news of today. Today's Wednesday, September 4. So job openings, the forecast is that it's going to go lower. This is bad for the economy. And we're seeing stock market, the prices are falling. It's a very high probability that the Fed is going to probably increase the interest rates. This news of today and tomorrow's news of unemployment claims, they probably are going to shape the market for what's going to happen on Friday. All right. Today and tomorrow is going to be preparation for probably for Friday, and probably we're going to see the unemployment rate going higher. The interest rates are going to probably go higher too, and we're going to see some crash. Not crash, some falling of USD or. If you look at first we need to look at what's going to happen today. But considering what's happening with the stock market, probably we're going to see a rally going up in these 2 days, for Thursday and Wednesday. And then in Friday, we're going to see some kind of crash. That's my opinion. So I'm going to talk about some of the markets today. And there's a lot of things happening today. I have uploaded my 2 trades of this morning, which were on on Dow Jones and USDN. So you can watch that and become familiarized with my kind of strategy. But let's start with gold. All right. So in 15 minutes, let me just go here. So yesterday we saw this and traded here at this level. You come back, going down, and then seeing this end movement going back up. So we traded here and closed around here. And so today we see this candle, and if I go to H4, so we see this area. And gold today has touched this area and has gone up. All right. So what can happen? Let me just take this out. So from gold, I expect that when it touched here, and seeing that this area is created by this candle, right? And then we have this kind of high in here. So it looks like gold can do something like that, right? So I expect some like this or some like that. Okay, so it's going to be a false from up here or a false from down here. Okay, so that's this area here is a very, very important area, and also this line here. So the all-time high, basically, this is the all-time high, but it probably is going to go and take these stop losses. If you take a look at the trades of this morning, you know what I'm talking about when I talk about these stop losses that are placed here. And so right now, what I'm actually watching is that I can see that gold come up and take this high, but for that it needs a lot of buyers, and to do that it can come to the opening of the day, go lower, take the low of this, or just hit this area and go back up. All right, so it gathers buyers around here. The buyers are sitting lower in the market. So if we look at today as this and these few weeks as this rectangle, so buyers are sitting in this area. Buyers are sitting in the low area and sellers are sitting here. So when it wants to go up and hits all these sells and maybe this, so it needs a lot of buyers, right? So it needs to gather all the buyers who are sitting here. This move can be started by this shadow, or it can come here and give something like this. So I expect a fall from gold and then going back up. And the best place to sell is, because we are under the opening of day, it's not a good place to sell here. You know, the best place is to, if we'll wait and probably sell around the open and then go back up. So we have 1 and 2 scenarios, or it can go up, and this one. Or actually we can do something else. You know, if it comes up and takes this high, so today and yesterday, it can do something like this here. Okay. Okay, so this is the 4th. You know, that's amazing. Okay, so this one is the best opportunity in my opinion. Next is this, then this, and after all, we're gonna have this one. Okay. So let's see what happens on gold. I'm gonna take a screenshot from here and put it in my journal. So that's the daily. And so we have some job opening news, and so it can totally you know, make some fluctuations in the market of gold. So today you should be very, very careful. Let me see, 5:30 my time is going to be probably less than 2 hours from now. Half an hour after the opening of the stock market, there's going to be a lot of important news. So just hold on and wait and see. You know, wait and see what's going to happen with the news, and then go on trade with the scenarios that I just explained. All right. So we have our plans for gold. Let me go for M5. So if I want to buy the gold, definitely it needs to go up. You know, it needs to go down. And if we want to sell the gold, definitely it should go up and take the high of the London session. Or it can be the, let me see. Oh, okay, it needs to take the high of the Asia session, okay? And here we can see that the price is gathered up. You know, the stop losses here are hit. So right now, it could be that gold is going to take the high of the day, go back down like this. So here, I can wait for a sell. So as you can see, we go to a higher time frame and you know, find the longer term plans for selling and buying a chart, or not or actually, and then we can go to a lower time frame like right now, which is M5, and see what's happening today. So from going to M5, I can see that we have this fishing around here, and I can see that the high of the market is in the Asia session. That's not good for gold. So it has taken the low of yesterday. I expect that it go and take the high of Asia. And if it wants to, you know, if we want to sell, we need to see a kind of formation, something like this. Okay, so a weak buyers and the strength of sellers. And when we see some strong sellers, we're going to get into this market around this price. Okay, so around 24.96, somewhere around that. Okay, all right. So let me just go and see USD CHF. All right. All right. So I'm going to talk about NASDAQ later. Let me talk about USD CHF. USD CHF is gathering the low of 2 days. See here. So here. The low of 2 days are gathered up, and it's very beautiful. Beautifully done that, you know, has gone down, taken these lows, done something like this and gone up, right? So from yesterday, USD CHF, let me just go back, see what's happening around here. Okay, I'm gonna look at M15. Okay, that's good. So USD CHF has an area here, and also it has an area here. Okay, so it has opened, gone up, down, up again, hit the low of yesterday and the low of the 2 days ago. Then we see on this So we could, if we were aligned in the London market, we could buy at this price, put our stop loss here, and exit here. Okay. All right. So we also have this zone around here, and we have these two. Okay, so this kind of movement, I think that the job opening news, what do you call it, is the market is actually moving on those news, on the job opening news, and it probably is doing its job on the news before the news is published, right? So if the main move of the market is going to be after the news is going to be something like this, I think the USD/CHF has already done that. Okay, so right now from USD/CHF we have something like this. Okay, we have this kind of gap. If you're working with FVG, if you're working with Dow theory or any of these, all of them see this area. Okay. Okay, and right here, this candle has gone down, and then this candle has taken the open of the day for yesterday, and then has gone down again. So it could be a very good idea that we wait and see if this gap is filled, and then sell around here. So we wait for something like this. Okay, so on USD/CHF, I'm going to be waiting for this price is around 0.85 to 105, and if we see a formation, we're going to trade there. Okay, so I'm going to just take a picture from this and put it in my journal. You do that too if you agree with this plan. Okay, let me just take a look at the weekly of interesting. It's a very, very bearish market, but it's all, it's already, it could be finished. No, it's not yet, but let's see what happens with USD/CHF. If we look at the 1 hour, so again, in 1 hour, we still see this, this level, and we have this. Our gap is going to be smaller in H1. Okay, so if we want to buy this move, I will definitely buy around here. I won't buy there. I won't buy here, won't buy here. These are all in the middle of the chart, so we're not going to do that. We just wait and buy from where it gave us before, where it has given us an opportunity before, okay, which was here. Okay, so we're going to wait for the chart to make its pullback and then buy again. All right, so that's going to be another plan for USD/CHF. All right, let me take a picture from this too. All right, so let's see. All right, I'm gonna wash the gold again. Nothing. All right, let me just look at the USDN. What time is it? All right, let me go and see. All right, I'm gonna look at the USD CAD because we have some news, I think, on, yeah, we have some news on CAD. So if the rate goes down, the CAD is gonna fall again. All right. So what we can see is a rise in USD CAD. Okay. So let's see what happens on the news. When it's gonna be? It's gonna be 5:15. It's gonna be 1.5 hours from now. Okay. So I'm gonna go and watch. Wow. Why is there Whoa, it's a beautiful chart. Okay, so the market, what it has done, everybody can see this level, obviously, and probably everyone can see this level too. Okay, so right now, what we can see that is from low, this low, if I move in, we had a bullish movement, an inability to take this low, made another high, and then the market was looking for another low. All right, so let me just write those. The reason that I write these is that I haven't analyzed the USD CAD for so long, so I'm just gonna, always you should write these, your analysis, always write it on the chart, because right now, after saying this, I can say that, okay, the market is looking for another high. Always when we have a low, then we have a high, and then we have a low. Okay, so it looks like that this low has created a kind of turning point, which is this rectangle, and then it has gathered the high of the 3 days before. Let me just zoom in, these 2 days, okay, and then gone up, right? So it can, what it can do, it can go up here to this level, after saying, see this gap, it can go up, and it can actually fall from right here. Okay, considering that the rate is going to come, this movement is very likely that, oh no, actually the CAD is going to fall, so USD CAD is going to go up. So this movement is not that likely. Okay, so I think that this can go up, and maybe before the news it can come down a little bit, and then if the rate comes up, if it goes down, the USD CAD can go up. Okay, somewhere around here. So we can actually wait for a buy from here. Okay, depending on the news. All right, I'm not gonna trade on the news, but if the news is that the rate is gonna go down, so I'm gonna be waiting for a buy here. Okay, USD CAD is gonna probably have a lot of fluctuations today, but I think this is a good place to actually buy. Okay, somewhere around here we have this gap, something like this. Okay, so let's see what happens with USD CAD. It needs to come up just a little bit, and it is already on the high of the last day. So we need to see what's going to happen with this. We need to give it some time, okay, and see what's going to happen with the high of the last day and with this gap that is remaining from probably last week or 2 weeks ago. All right. So I'm going to just put this and put this in my journal for buy. And if we want to sell this, we can sell some like this, but it's very close to this level, depending on the news, and we can actually sell here, because if you look at the let's see the H1. Okay, in the H1 you see that it's testing the high of the last day. All right, so around here we can just be waiting for some like this. Okay, and I think the USD CHF is doing, the USD CAD is doing the same thing that USD CHF is doing, right? So both are going up, and both are actually acting on the news right now. Before the news, they are actually eating all the energy that the news is going to put on the market, and then because of that, it can actually fall. So let's see what happens. Let me see. Okay, let me just take a look at the NASDAQ, all right? Okay, let me take a look at the daily of the NASDAQ. Okay, on the daily, you can see that we have a low here, we have a high here, a low here, a high here, and the market is looking for a new low. Okay, so our new low could be somewhere around here. Okay, but we also have this gap. Okay, so if it comes down here, okay, and because we have this bull movement, we had this bull, some like this, some like this, right? So on the daily, I can say that Nasdaq, we can be waiting for what is the price? The price is somewhere around, because on different brokers the price is different, but somewhere around 18,660. Okay, we can be waiting for a buy opportunity. Okay, and another thing is that we actually can wait for here for sell. If it comes up before it touches down here, we can be waiting for this. Okay, I'm gonna take a picture from this. Let's go to H4. Okay, in H4 we have let me see. Well, the H4 is showing a lot of sell power, and you see this shadow and this turn in here. Okay, so we have some kind of free fall in Nasdaq. So I need to see a very good formation around here for buy. Okay, so we need to see a test here, and we need to be very careful with this one because it's gone. See how it has broken the low of yesterday very, very strongly. So it can actually go up to this point and fall again. Okay, so it doesn't need to fully fulfill this gap. All right. Okay, so let's see what happens. It's very interesting. It's a very interesting place. Let me just put this around here. So if it comes down, it can actually come down to this point, right? Yeah, so we have a lot of important candles. This one, this one. All right, and on the top, I think we said that, okay, I can put this a little bit higher. Okay, so from here, this is actually the best place to sell. Then it's here, then it's a buy here. And we also have a buy around this level. So we need to see the formation, and also we need to wait for the news to pass. Okay, so don't jump into Nasdaq. It can actually free fall to this very rapidly or go back up very rapidly. Okay, so it can be very, very profitable if you wait, and it can be really dangerous. So just wait. Okay, let's see what happens with the, okay, USD CHF is going up and fulfilling that gap. If I go and take it like something like this, you see that it has been rejected once from that. If I go to H1, yeah, the H1, this is the gap. Okay, if it breaks, I go to M15 and see what's gonna happen with this. All right. So let me just take a look at the M15 of Nasdaq. It's nothing right now. So I'm not gonna be deceived by Nasdaq today. Definitely I'm not gonna sell. If you look at the Dow Jones trade of this morning, which is the last video, I have bought somewhere around here. See, this is the trade actually. Okay. So the best thing is that it goes lower and then make a false and come back up. Okay. Or you can also can actually go back up and go to our first structure maker. Okay, so it's going to be something like around here. Okay. Okay, so this is a sell-off zone. So if it goes back up, we can wait for a sell around here because there's nothing in the middle in this. Okay. And the best actually is to, if we wait and wait until this level, and this one is going to go very well. Okay, just so I'm gonna put this in my journal too. So I'm gonna follow Nasdaq on M5. All right, let me just so something that I need to say is that these, you see these? So many traders, when they see this in the middle of these movements or around here, are going to buy. Okay, because this kind of move is going to give you a lot of FOMO. Okay, and the market knows this. So we need to, this time we don't want to, this kind of move is not good. We don't need a small false. We need a very big false. Okay, we need something like this. It falls, goes back up, and gives us something like this. Because there's a lot of buyers here. And I think when, the days that these kind of news are coming, important news, the market is seeing all these stop losses. Okay, people are buying and putting all these stop losses around here. So the market goes and hits all of these and falls very low. Okay, but eventually wants to go back. Okay, we have a lot of stops around these places that the market needs to hit. Okay, and balance its trading sheet. So definitely we're gonna wait. If we see something like this, we're not gonna trade. We need to see something like this. Okay, so this one is a no, this one is a yes. Okay. Okay, so I'm gonna put this one in the journal too. So let me see. Okay, let me see Dow Jones. Dow Jones, I have talked about Dow Jones this morning. Let me see. Okay, so Dow Jones, we had. Do you remember this? Actually, I haven't made a video on this. So these we had this this area, this gap. So Nasdaq has covered this gap yesterday. Okay, so there's another gap. It's happening around here. See this? Okay, something like this. So we need this gap to be fulfilled and then go back up, and it needs to take the low of London, low of yesterday, all of this. Okay, I've traded this once this morning in the London market. It gave a 1-to-4 ratio, but it needs to fulfill this gap too. Okay, so if you want to buy Dow Jones, that's a very good place to buy. And if you want to sell around here, maybe the open up day, go somewhere like this. Okay, but if you want to sell with a big move, we need to sell around here. Okay, see this turning point? The price has gone around this. Okay, so you see this level. So we need to see this first, I think, and because it's very, the closest gaps are usually taken faster. So let's see what happens with this. And also up there we have this gap. You see this? So next, last time it couldn't cover that. It actually waited around this level. Okay, so I'm gonna be waiting for these three gaps and see what happens with them. This one was fulfilled yesterday. This one was fulfilled this morning. So it only remains this gap and this gap. Okay, so let's see what happens. Okay, so I'm gonna be seeing gold again. All right, it's a very beautiful. All right, we're gonna wait and see what's gonna happen today. So remember the plans. I hope you made some screenshots, and just wait to see the formation, wait the price reach those levels, and at least if you want to trade, if you want to take risks, take the risk in a good price. You know, you're gonna take risk anyway, so just postpone it. Just wait for a little while and trade at a good level. Don't trade in the middle of the chart. Don't trade, you know, with the losers of the market in these places. Trade up here, trade down here, buy here, sell here. You know, trade at the turning points like this one. And so these places are the best places to sell or buy. And if you're, you know, if you even make mistakes, you know, your stop loss doesn't need to be that big, and you're not gonna lose that much money. And if you win, you're gonna win a lot of money, you know, because the movement from here to here is not that much. But if you want to buy, if you wait to here to here is way bigger. Okay, that's, you know, common sense. So just consider these points, and have a good day. I'm gonna upload another video tomorrow. Leave a comment and send a message if you want to have private sessions, and talk to you guys later.